All right, we are going to do an ankle weighted workout. So I have my ankle weights on. You can purchase these at Walmart, Academy, any sporting goods store. I would start with 2.5 pounds first and then go up to 5 pounds. It does not take much. So you ready? Here we go. All right, so we're just gonna warm up. Just doing back diagonals. Give me 5 more. All right, other side. Keep a slight bend in your leg that's not working. Give me 10 more. All right, now that we're done warming up, I want you to march in place. Make sure that you have a mat where you'll be able to get down on the floor during this workout. So you ready? Let's go. We're gonna squat, kick to the right. Kick to the right, stay on the right side. Make sure that you have plenty of water with you, and remember, every time you wake up, the first thing that you should be drinking is water. You can add lemons, you can add any frozen fruit, but you always want to have water first. Your body has been at rest. You need to wake up your digestive system, and the best way to do that is by drinking water first, even before you eat anything. 2 more. All right, now to the other side. If you can, I promise you that is the best habit you can start with. It literally took me years to break my habit of wanting a soda. I always tell this funny story. After each child, I have 3, my husband I would quit my Diet Coke cold turkey. And then as soon as I would have a baby, he would have one waiting for me as a reward. And so that was the hardest habit. That was way before I started my fitness app and my fitness career. I've always been into fitness before I started my own business. So just know that that is one of the hardest habits to ever stop. All right, so now the only reason why we wear shoes is because we think of fitness in the gym, and you cannot go to the gym without wearing shoes. So if you're at home, you have better stability, wearing no shoes, and that's going to save you a little bit of extra money. And if I sound like I'm out of breath, I always get a lot of my clients message me. It's because I batch film. So I've been doing a lot of workouts today. Other side. We take a day each week when it's filming time, and we just batch a bunch of workouts. Give me 10 more. Really squeeze those glutes. You're working your upper glutes here. All right, let's march in place. So remember, especially if you're over 35, you want to prioritize protein. When you sit down and you have your plate, protein is the first thing that you look at to eat, okay? Because we can fill up on those carbs real fast, but then they don't sustain us later on, okay? So I really want you to prioritize eating your protein. That is the number one food, especially over 35. And if you can learn that now, because what is happening, we're losing muscle mass every single day, about 35. So prioritize that protein, learn to love it. I don't like anyone, okay, let's go to the floor. I don't like anyone to, okay, we're gonna straighten our legs and leg raises, and we'll talk. So, and do not drop your feet. Keep the tension on it. But I don't like anyone, just to have all of their meals with protein shakes. But if you're starting out on trying to eat enough protein, and that is the only way that you can get your protein in, then for sure do it. I mean, don't be having every meal protein shake. But if that is the only way that you can get your protein in, you know, if you have to substitute 1 or 2 meals, I wouldn't do any more than 2 protein shakes, then that is okay. All right, now bend your leg, and you're gonna fire hydrant, or clans. I'd probably call these clans. My husband always says when the red light comes on, like we go blank. It's like, okay, what is this called? What is this exercise? What are we saying? You feel kind of weird doing this one. If you feel weird, you're doing it right. 2 more. All right, now flip to the other side, leg raises. And remember, your first meal to always be protein and fats. So you just want to sit down. Do not, especially if you're over 35, do not have any heavy carbs. Your carbs need to come from fruit only. And if you have fruit like frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, or frozen raspberries, it will help regulate your blood sugar level for later on in the day. All right, now we're going to do clams. Here we go. Really feel these in your glutes. 5 more. All right, now I want you on all fours, and we're going to do leg raises. Really squeeze your glutes when you come up. You're working your upper glutes. Now also something else I get asked is how many meals should you eat? And that really is up to you. I like to eat 4 to 5 meals a day, smaller meals throughout the day, every 3 to 4 hours to keep my blood sugar levels regulated. But, you know, it just depends. If you're a nurse, you maybe can only get 2 meals in, but you have to get your calories in. 2 more. All right, switch to the other side. Legs straight out. Here we go. That is the number one thing, is that you need to make sure if you are restricting yourself on calories. I don't count calories. I have all of my nutrition clients either go off a meal plan. They send me their food if they don't know how to count macros. But I mainly have them focus on protein, because as women, we can get our carbs and fats in no problem. It's our protein that we struggle with. So I really have my clients focus on protein. 2 more. All right, back to the other side. We're going to drive that knee in and up. Really, really squeeze your glutes. Now, if you're going to have a soda, pair it with your food. When you have those sodas by themselves, that is when it has that hunger cue, cause you to get hunger, and then you overeat. So if you're going to have that soda, I was a past soda drinker, so I totally understand. Make sure that you're pairing it with your food, and do not let that be the first thing that you start with. So just work on not having a soda with that first meal or when as soon as you wake up. Okay, now other side, here we go. Really drive that knee up. Really squeeze the glutes. This is what we're working on. Glutes are in, ladies. You want a well-rounded booty. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Are you feeling that burn? 3 more. All right, now we're going to do fire hydrants. Here we go, right leg. Breathe. Now, another way that you can get a great workout, you notice that I'm outside. I'm in a parking garage, so I'm not getting that vitamin D, but I'm telling you, there is no better workout than sweating it out outside with the natural vitamin D. 2 more. All right, other side, here we go. If you have to rest at any time, just rest and get right back to it. Make sure you're breathing. All right, I want you to really breathe, take a little rest, and we're gonna pulse up. You should really be feeling this. I love to hear men on social media talk about women that work out with ankle weights or resistant bands, and I'm like, clearly they've never done one of these workouts. 5 more. All right, now we're going to bend and straighten. Kind of like think bend and snap, but we're gonna bend and straighten. Five more. These are great for the hamstring. All right, other side, here we go, pulse up. Really squeeze your booty. All right, now we're going to straighten and bend. Here we go. Really feel this in your hamstring. Five more. All right, now I want you to grab a wall. So I'm going to grab to the side here, and I want you to stand up straight, and we are going to extend our leg out, but I do not want you to drop it. I want you to keep the tension, okay? So make sure that you keep the tension, you're not relaxing. Now, this is another question I get asked a lot was, hey, Stephanie, what if I can only get in, I schedule the workouts Monday through Friday. You can move those workouts around, and you know that there, when you signed up for the app, that you, okay, now to the other side. When you signed up for the app, you got a tutorial, but you can move those around. Just hold your finger to the phone, move the workouts around at best fits your schedule. And I always say starting out, or if you have a busy week and you look at your week and it's really, really busy, to do an upper body, a lower body, and a full body. Because a full body gives you an upper and a lower body. So if you do 3 all week, then that gets you 2 upper and 2 lower. So if you look ahead, and then on the days that you don't work out, okay, so we're gonna march in place. So when you don't work out, then know you have to get your steps in. So you gotta either get your steps in or get a workout in. So I'm looking at my schedule, it's a Sunday, I'm looking at my week, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do an upper body, a lower body, and a full body. And then on those other 2 days, I'm gonna make sure and get my steps in. In a perfect world, I'd love for you to get your steps in and your workouts, but it's not always a perfect world. I'm a business owner, I'm a mom of 3, I get it. So remember to do either or move your workouts to the weekend. All right, so now we're going to open up, okay? Really keep the tension, okay? You should really, really feel this. And if this workout comes back around and you're using 2.5 ankle weight, then progressive overload, which means to increase your weight to 5 pounds. Five more, and we're going to turn to the other side. All right, other side, make sure that you're holding your core in. Remember, you are always working your core. kind of feel like a ballerina at the bar, and I was never a ballerina. That's kind of what I feel like right here. So really keep that chest proud, open up, feel it in your glutes and your inner thighs. 5 more. All right, so now we're going to do leg raises. So if you are leaned over on your door, and I really notice how I'm moving that leg in. I'm not stopping it. I'm not pressing it down. So really extend that leg. Really squeeze those glutes. Give me 10 more. You can hold on to your wall and do these. 5 more. All right, switch to the other side. Here we go. Keep that core in. Ten more. Five more. All right, march in place. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna squat and we're gonna kick back, okay? So you ready? Here we go. Squat, kick back. Really, really squeeze those glutes when you're doing this. Squat, kick back. You got this. Really, really squeeze your glutes. Make sure that you're breathing. Make sure after this workout, if you can't get a good protein source meal in, like fish, chicken, anything like that, then that's when you can have your protein shake. I know when a lot of clients get really, really sweaty, or they have to go straight for their workout into work, or take kids to school, they like to drink a protein shake. Just make sure and thicken it with ice or some fruit, because that's what happens is, okay, march in place. Okay, that's what happens is that, is you don't get it thick enough. And so you wanna make sure and get it thick enough. All right, so now we're gonna squat, kick to the side. Squat, kick to the side. Squat, kick to the side. Really, really squeeze. All right, so if you have any knee issues, I want you to do side squats, okay? So you just do side-to-side squats. I know you're in your house. Do side-to-side squats if you just have to walk back and forth. If you don't have knee issues, we're gonna do walking lunges, kick, stop in the middle. Walking lunges, kick, stop in the middle. The reason why I want you to stop in the middle is because you could get your balance off, and that can cause injuries. So stopping in the middle helps with injuries. Now, I know that you're in your home, so we're just gonna keep walking back and forth. Really, really squeeze those glutes. Again, if you have knee issues, then I want you to just walk side to side. So keep walking, stay with me, whichever method you are doing. You got this. This is our last exercise before we go to core. So I want you to walk side to side or do walking lunges, okay? Whatever you can do, not what Sally can do, what Susie can do, what you can do. All right, great job. Take off your ankle weights, grab your mat, and let's do core.
All right, body weight core. So I'm going to show you that first exercise because it gets confusing. So dead bats. So with your arms straight out, if at any time you get confused with alternating arm and leg, then just stay here. So here we go. So alternating arm, alternating leg. But at any time you get confused by that, then just keep your arms right here, okay? So these are dead bats. These are great for your lower abdominals. Alternating arm, alternating leg. Make sure you're breathing. Exhaling. Exhale. Now keep your hands here and just do your legs, okay? You can actually tap. 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 Now legs straight up. Lower abdominals. That's the area that most women want to work on. So really press your back to the floor, and I want you to press your lower abdominals, pull them in. You want to pull up and back. Exhale. 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 Now I want you to put your lower hands on your bottom and take your legs down. Your hands and your bottom will protect your back. Okay, now I want you to bring your knees up and out. Up and out. Up and out. 5 more. Now I want you to keep your hands at your bottom and alternating toe tap. Alternating. Pull in your lower abdominals. Mind to muscle connection. That's where I'm putting my mind, is at my lower abdominals. As soon as you can get that mind to muscle connection, I mean, it's life-changing when it comes to your workouts. Alternating. Alternating. Exhale. All right, I want you to cross over your right leg, over to your left, and then your left elbow going to your right knee. Two more. Now you're going to bring up your knee. My left foot is coming off the ground. 5 more. I'm pressing my back to the floor. Now I want you to switch to the other side. Right knee out to the elbow. So we're not picking up that foot yet. We're doing 10 like this, keeping that right foot on the ground. Exhaling. Now taking that foot up and driving it for 10. Five more. All right, great job.